Greetings and welcome to Instructional Content Creation. I'm Chris Zirkle, your instructor. Lesson 2 is about screencasting best practices to be used when planning, recording, and editing your screencast videos. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the objectives or goals for this lesson that you're watching. First, we want to talk about how you're going to find about recording your video. That's probably what you're asking. How do I go about recording the video and editing it and so forth? We'll share that in a moment. We're going to talk about audio quality, visual and text blend on your slides, and duration of one short topic, and talk about student engagement. So to catch you up in the course, Lesson 0 was the introduction. Lesson 1 was about selecting your format, which we are now in Lesson 2 working on your first screencast video. The mastery check is where you submit your video. The discussion is where you can share your lesson with others before submitting it for peer-reviewed feedback. And the lesson itself, best practices, will link you to everything you need to know about the best practices and how to actually record and edit screencast videos. When you click on the lesson, you'll find that there's a resource that shows you all the applications we have in our district that are approved for screencasting, and each one of these is linked to full-on tutorials and lessons, samples that will walk you through every step of the way. Once you record, you're going to want to do some editing. You can choose the editor from below here, and there's tutorials, resources, whatever you need to help you with the editing process. But this lesson isn't about recording and editing videos. This lesson is about best practices. So we have several to go over for you. Let's start with audio level. Make sure that any ambient noise you can eliminate, turning off a fan, not having doors open, windows open, being as quiet as you can possibly. Get the environment as quiet as possible. Use an external mic if you can. Stay the same distance from your microphone. Don't get close to it and then rock back and forth because your volume will go up and down. Project your voice using your diaphragm, and if you're using any kind of advanced editor or meter, shoot for -6 decibels. You want to have a use of images and text blended together, minimal use of graphics, minimal use of text, and add audio narration, and use your audio narration to expand upon the small amount of text and graphics that are there. So you want to keep your topics short, keep your videos to 3 to 6 minutes, chunk your content, focus on one topic. For example, this video is just about best practices for screencasting. As far as the engagement piece, guided notes. For example, we gave you guided notes that before you got this video, you had them. You can be working on them while you're watching the video. You can pause any time, but customize those notes for yourself, as well as we have formative assessments. You can check in with me anytime for me to review what you've recorded so far or your peers in the discussion. We want you to apply what you've learned. Always give your students an option to apply what they learn, to collaborate with others, and to be focusing towards a mastery artifact. So like you are going to apply what you've learned here and record your first screencast video and then submit it for review and feedback.